Day 2 of the Midwest Campout, and we're still at Montauk State Park. We've been down to fish, or feed the fish, and now we're gonna walk along with the whole crew, and I'll show you who all's here. So we have Lori, and Marty's crew is here, and John and Amy are here, and we're all hanging out. It's really fun. Let's go on a walk.
This is year 3 for the Midwest Campout, and we have enjoyed so much just hanging out with our friends and walking around to look at the parks.
Big fish.
Looks like it's
Not doing so good. Yeah.
In this part of the park, there are these fish rearing pools, and then we get to walk around Montauk Lake.
Well, there's a little fish down there, and there's a deer. It's a good spot to see deer.
If you've watched videos from Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures or from Marty's crew, our family adventures, you're going to know that when you're with them, you're always on the lookout for animals. When we finished our hike, a naturalist asked us if we wanted to tour the hatchery.
About 9 years ago in 1932, and about here is like what it was like on the basement. All of our pools, all the outside ones, all these are fed by gravity from the lake to the springs in the Hatchery area. They actually come down this right here, and they will first go to these containers and these trays here to working with the eggs. We supply a lot of the hatchery ground here, including Warning Springs and Warning River and then Springs because of the so we're taking our work for this
for about 3 months. This side is a little bit smaller than that side. That guy has a whole lake. There's a lot more fish and a little bit bigger. So those guys will hopefully either get moved down to the pond area down there, if not all the way down to the filters. It's kind of like a 3-step or 4-step. We start down in the nursery, and then they come over here so we can keep a close eye on them, and then they'll go over there kind of for their 3rd stage, and then they'll go to the
Milk holes.
All these outside pools get fed 4 times a day.
Okay.
So this is actually their 3rd feeding.
3rd feeding.
They'll get one more at about 4:30 this afternoon.
Okay.
They say, why don't we get fed 8 times a day?
Yeah.
This feed is a floating feed. So when you see us feed, or if you see us in the truck, which is what I'll do after I get all these outside pools fed, we start at the headwaters and we go about 2/3, 3/4 of the way down. We don't ever feed the end of it because they won't have enough time to eat it. Any extra will go down to the rest of the fish and stuff. So that's why we kind of start at the headwaters and go down. So we are really great here. Our water is a great temperature for raising fish. It's a little bit less ideal for breeding fish.
Oh.
We do have a brood stock. It is down at those pools over there. They're the largest ones you see. We also have the lunkers. That's where we'll pull them from. They're kind of divided out into 3 groups right now. The one by the headwaters are youngest, and we have about 2,000 to 3,000 in there. We're kind of waiting for them to get bigger, and hopefully they'll be of the right size and age that we'll be able to breed them this fall. And then the second one is the ones that are our active breed right now. There's about 800 to 900 in there. And then the ones on the end is about 600 to 700. They're our oldest. They've had several seasons of breeding. Those are our lunkers. Those are the ones that we're putting a couple out every couple of weeks that people are hopefully trying to catch.
Last time we were here at Montauk State Park, the mill wasn't open, and so we get to go in this time. So, welcome to the mill.
Inside the mill, there was a ranger who was giving a talk about the way the mill worked. We were lucky enough to get to have her tell us about all the equipment that was in the mill. Otherwise, it just kind of seems like we're looking at stuff we don't understand.
Yeah, so these were the cups that would be moving the grain in the processing as it's becoming ground progressively finer. And
then they go upstairs.
yeah, upstairs is sifting equipment.
Okay.
So these things are smashing it finer and finer. Then these little cups are bringing it upstairs to where there's sifting equipment. There's this thing called a gyrator. And also these sifters that had an auger wheel, and they're kind of stirring it onto these bolts of silk. And so
Okay.
No, that's
Oh,
just
wow.
old. Oh, it catches drips when it rains. Those little things. It looks like a water dish, but.
So these are all the filtering machines,
That's
sifters. Wow.
And in the back, you can see some of those wooden chutes, because like those elevator shafts were all enclosed in little wooden chutes, so that the dust and, you know, as they're flipping around, they're not, it's containing the grain that they have.
Didn't contaminate. Yeah, that makes sense.
So then this would be, that's another thing, so the blower cleaner, so this would be, it's cleaning off like dirt, or when people had wheat, there'd be just bits of grass and debris and stuff like that. So it cleaned off the wheat. That would be in the first step.
I felt really fortunate to get to have the ranger there that day so we could learn a little bit about the history of the mill. Part of the fun of camping with friends is all of the food. So this is a brisket that Matt put together on our first night there.
We had some fishermen give us some trout, and they're sharing. So thanks for the extra food.
Yeah, for sure.
Camp breakfast time. Nuts. 3-egg omelet. It's always a good camp out when we finish with a campfire and some good music. Thanks for watching.